the deficiency symptoms of essential elements. The essential elements are required for various metabolic functions and physiological. They have significant physiological roles in the growth and development of the plants. So when these the required concentrations are there for the metabolic functions, then only the plants will be healthy. But once the requirement of those elements are decreased, or if the plant is not getting the required amount of that particular essential element, then the plant will show the deficiency symptoms. So here there is a concentration, the required concentration is there. So if the plants are not getting the element in a required concentration, then the plant will be showing the deficiency. That concentration is called as a critical concentration. That is the concentration of the element below which the plant show retarded growth. This concentration below which the plant is showing that retarded growth or deficiency, so we call it as a deficiency symptom. So here the deficiency symptom of different elements may be different for different plants based on their requirement and metabolic activities. So likewise here, if the concentration of the element is less than the critical concentration, then the plant will be exhibiting deficiency of that particular element. In this process, the plant will show some morphological changes. When the plant is showing some sort of morphological changes due to the deficiency or due to the non-availability of the element in the required quantity, then we can say that this morphological change is nothing but the deficiency symptom which is exhibited by the plants. So these deficiency symptoms, sometimes they may are exhibited in the matured parts or older parts of the plant body, and sometimes the deficiency symptoms are being shown by the young parts of the plant body also. So this the presence of deficiency symptoms in matured or younger parts will depends upon the mobility of the element. So here, based on this one, some of them are called as mobile elements. Mobile elements, when the element is a mobile or which will moving from one part to the other part, that is from older parts of the plant to younger parts. Like, or if an element is deficient in the plant at that particular time, so what happens? The element already been present in the older parts of the plant body, that will be transferred to the younger parts. So now the deficiency part will be the older one. So that means when the elements are mobile, the deficiency symptoms are being seen in the older parts of the plant body, like nitrogen, potassium and magnesium. These three are the mobile elements. They show motility from older parts to the younger parts. So the deficiency of these three elements can be seen in the older parts. Actually, these three elements are present in different types of structural elements, or which are the part of various types of structures, or we can say these are the part of biomolecules. When the deficiency is there, the biomolecules will undergo breakdown and they will release these elements. And these elements, when they have been released by the breakdown of the biomolecules, they will be translocated to younger parts. That's the reason why the deficiency symptoms of these mobile elements are being seen in the older parts of the plant body. and there are some elements which are immobile, like sulfur and calcium. So, sulfur and calcium are the structural components of various types of the cell, and these are not being easily be separated. So, there is no possibility for breakdown of these structural components. That is the reason why. So, they are retained in the older parts only. When they are retained in the older parts only, they cannot be moved from older to the younger parts. That is the reason why the deficiency symptoms are being observed in younger parts of the plant body. So, this is very much significant in agriculture and horticulture. So, this is about the deficiency symptoms, how the movement of the elements is taking place. And let us discuss some other aspects related to this one. There are different types of deficiency symptoms which are exhibited by the plants, like chlorosis, necrosis, stunted growth, premature leaf fall, and also premature fruit fall and delay in flowering. So, these are some of the common deficiency symptoms which are exhibited by the plants. So, chlorosis is nothing but the yellowing of the green parts of the plant body, particularly the leaves. So, that is because of destruction of the chlorophyll molecule and nucleic acids. Necrosis is death of some of the cells, or the powder like matter will be formed, and stunted growth of the plant body, that is the plant does not grow up to the normal growth. Then premature leaf fall, that is actually the leaves will fall, that is senescence of the leaf will take place when they become matured, but before reaching the maturity some leaves will fall off, that is also because of the deficiency, and some fruits will also fall off before the maturity. Then delaying of flowering, so the time period which is required for flowering, the duration of time, so if it is delayed, that is also one of the deficiency symptom. Let us see some of the examples like chlorosis or necrosis which have been caused by the deficiency of various types of elements. Let us start with first one, chlorosis. Chlorosis is the deficiency symptom which is caused by different types of deficiency of various types of elements like nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, manganese, zinc, etc. So, here one deficiency symptom is caused by, or one symptom is caused by the deficiency of different types of elements also. So, exactly if a plant is showing chlorosis, we can't exactly say because of deficiency of which element this chlorosis have been absorbed in the plants. Then the same way, necrosis. Necrosis is death of the tissue. So, this is caused by the deficiency of calcium, magnesium, copper and potassium. Then one other deficiency is the inhibition of cell division. This is caused by the deficiency of nitrogen, potassium, sulfur and molybdenum. Then delaying flowering. So this is one other, like here in all these one, some are common, that is nitrogen, when it is deficient it may causes chlorosis, and when nitrogen is deficient it is also been causing inhibition of the cell division. When potassium is deficient, chlorosis and also necrosis and inhibition of cell division. Likewise, if sulfur is there, if sulfur is deficient, it is causing chlorosis and also inhibition of the cell division. Likewise, if we take many such examples, one deficiency of one element may cause multiple symptoms also. We call it as a multiple symptoms. So here there are two cases where deficiency of one element may cause different symptoms, or different symptoms are caused by one element also. Likewise, there is a lot of variation. That is the reason why based on one deficient symptom we can't exactly say that this is because of deficiency of so and so element. So in order to know the exact deficiency or of any particular element, we have to study all the deficiency symptoms. Then only based on that we can conclude that we can come to a confirmation that this is a particular element is responsible for deficiency of those symptoms which have been observed in the plant. So all plants may not respond in the same manner to the deficiency of the same element. So different plants will respond in different manner to the deficiency of the same element. Now let us take some of the examples or deficiency symptoms, like mottled leaf. Mottled leaf is caused by the deficiency of zinc element. And dieback disease, it is caused by the deficiency of copper. And heart rot of beets, it is caused by the deficiency of boron. And whiptail of cauliflower, it is caused by the deficiency of molybdenum. Browning in legumes is caused by the deficiency of chlorine. Then mouse ear in pecan is caused by the deficiency of nickel. So likewise, different deficiency symptoms can be seen. So in order to know the exactly which element is deficient, it is not, we have to study all the deficient symptoms, then only we can conclude the particular element is deficient, which is responsible for causing various types of deficiency symptoms in the plants.